Do you desire to turn your passion into income? Connect with other creative souls who also dance to the beat of their own drum? I'm Marie-Nicole, and I'm devoted to combining beauty, uniqueness, and connection in everyday living experiences. As a creative professional and Dharma coach, I help people connect to the truth of who they are and facilitate them in embodying their uniqueness. It is my hope in this podcast that I inspire you to live your life on your terms and earn your income through being uniquely you. After all, it's the unique thread that we each contribute to the collective tapestry that creates the whole. We hear the word authenticity being thrown around a lot, and it can be a little triggering if you feel the word is being used to judge you for not being authentic. But what if instead of feeling judged by that word, you used it to guide you to find flow in your business and life? When I think of authenticity, I think of living in alignment, not trying to be something you should be in order to meet the expectations of others, or selling something because it seems like a good idea, or something the market wants, but actually being what feels natural to you and selling what you are genuinely connected to. Because when you approach your business through this lens, it doesn't feel like selling, it feels like sharing. In the same way that if you discover a product that you love, that solves a problem, fills your desires, fuels your passions, you naturally wish others to experience that too, so you tell anyone and everyone who will listen to you about it. If you find a coffee shop that not only makes great coffee, but has an atmosphere that it inspires, ignites, nurtures your soul, and the food they serve delights your taste buds, you don't hesitate to tell your friends about it or take them there when they come to visit. Operating in authentic alignment in your business is no different. I personally have benefited so much from wearing natural fibres and designs that make me feel beautiful, feminine, and empowered stepping into my femininity after spending most of my life operating in my masculine energy, thinking that's how I needed to reach my goals and achieve my desired outcomes. In recent years, I've found that relaxing into my receptive feminine energy, finding flow, wearing clothes that enable me to float effortlessly through my days, leads to the outcomes I desire with a lot less resistance. So I have no hesitation in sharing these designs with customers and the benefits that they will receive wearing them too. It doesn't feel like selling at all because I genuinely believe in the reasons behind why I've chosen to work with certain fabrics, create designs that can contribute to a wardrobe that lasts many years. It's not just for the season or trend of the moment. It's an investment in feeling comfortable in your own skin, working with your physique rather than against it to make an outfit work for you. The same can be said for working with the lunar cycle to decide on activities I engage with week to week and the business tasks I focus on week to week. By understanding the shifts and changes that take place throughout my personal cycle, allows me to move through the month in ways that supports me rather than depletes me. So again, I have no hesitation in sharing this process and this way of being with other women through my La Luna Living Workshop offerings. Majority of my life, I was striving to be what I thought I needed to be in accordance with what others expected of me. That was the case in both my personal and professional life. And the result was that I felt out of alignment with my authentic self. Not so far out of alignment that I could no longer recognize myself, but enough that it worked against me rather than for me. My marriage of 24 years ended. I recently let go of my commercial space, which was the core of my business offering. And over the last few months, I have been forced to shed layers of identity I accumulated operating out of alignment with the truth of who I am. This may sound like an excruciating process, and at times it has been. But I can honestly say that this process of shedding has revealed to me more of the essence of who I am and the truth that lies beneath all the layers I had accumulated. While I am still in the process of shedding layers and working my way through this massive life transition, I feel more aligned with my authenticity than I have ever before in my life. So now I am being a lot more discerning than ever before about what I let into my field. At times, that has meant hiding myself away in my nest here on the hill. At other times, it's meant putting myself in the middle of situations of sheer discomfort based on my old way of being and feeling into what authentically aligns and what doesn't anymore. It has also meant being open to receiving the pleasures of life that we're all here to experience in ways that I've not before. So now I find myself grasping onto the fragments of the past version of myself that actually feel the most true to me, combining them with the essence of who I am that's being revealed through the shedding of layers, and using both to build the foundation of my new life that I am now creating for myself. Why am I sharing this with you? How does it relate to how to do business to your own beat? Well, everything, really. Because when you are authentically aligned with the essence of who you are, you will not feel like you are trying to sell ice to Eskimos. You will instead feel empowered to share your offering to those you know it will serve. And you will spot them a mile away. And you will attract them into your field because you will offer a solution that they have been seeking. In last week's episode, I spoke to Jill, the founder of Outback Spiritual Festival, and she was very clear on who she is trying to reach. And who she described as her target audience was, in fact, who she is. Someone new to spirituality who doesn't have all the answers, but is on a quest to understand at a deeper level that which she has been experiencing in her lifetime that she's always felt to be real but was never encouraged to explore further. So she is gathering together experts in their field that can help guide and support people just like her, curious to know more, to have their suspicions confirmed, to feel less like a freak when they share what they've been experiencing. Being the person offering the solution does not mean you are necessarily the person with all the answers yourself. Being the person with the drive, resources, and connections or ways of connecting could be the gift that you offer the collective with your unique skills and talents. Being truly passionate about your offering means you'll effortlessly attract what you need into your field to solve that problem for others. Jill is a great example of that. If you've not yet listened to that episode, I'll include a link in the show notes. So where does this leave you on your quest? My recommendation is to start to become aware of what feels enjoyable, what lights you up, what you talk about without hesitation when it comes to your business offering. And also observe the opposite. What feels like you have to convince yourself to do? What you speak about with hesitation. Sometimes that can indicate you are not speaking to your target audience. I've personally experienced that. Sharing something with one person seems to flow out of me without hesitation, and then when I go to share it with another, I feel my body contract and my words don't flow. When that happens, I take a mental note of who I am speaking to and the difference between them and who I spoke to effortlessly about the same topic. It doesn't make one right and the other wrong. It's just an indicator of alignment and misalignment. This can also be related to other areas of life, like when you feel more at ease, comfortable in your own skin, unafraid to be your true self when you're in the presence of someone that aligns with you. Awareness is the first step towards finding what aligns and what does not. Then making discerning decisions to seek out more of what aligns is the next. Until next week, wishing you awareness of what serves you and what's limiting you so that you can thrive and we can soar alongside of each other. Thank you so much for your time. I know how valuable it is, and I hope you got value out of listening to this podcast. If you are looking for a coach to support and guide you through your own unique journey of creating a life you love, then reach out for a connection call. And if you'd like to connect with other creative souls in person by joining us at a workshop, a retreat, or to book a unique shopping experience here at Creators Nest, I run those by appointment.